Lesson 5. Isolation forges rulers. They will warn you solitude is dangerous. That being alone signals defeat. That distance means you're fractured. Lies fed by those who cannot survive the silence. Weak minds need noise. They need constant presence to drown their own war. You've shifted. This is the threshold most never cross the stage of chosen isolation. Not emptiness, but solitude. And within that solitude, you will forge something immovable, your mind. This is where the noise fades and your inner voice grows sharp. Every fear, doubt, and regret reads us not to break you, but to audit you. This is the ground where Machiavelli thrived. He watched, schemed, and honed his intellect in the dark, while others craved the spotlight. Because isolation grants one rare gift, unfiltered clarity. You start seeing exactly who you are, what cracked you, and what must be destroyed for you. To ascend, most flee this place. They drown the silence in distractions, senseless scrolling, shallow company, constant noise, anything to avoid meeting themselves. But you'll sit in it and dominate. You'll let your mind scream and stay unshaken. Old patterns will beg for survival, and you'll cut them away one by one. This is not comfort, it's transformation. And transformation is rarely gentle. It's cold, severe, but authentic. This is where you rewrite the script. Stop moving like a servant. Start thinking like a tactician. Strip away the emotional clutter and anchor yourself to clarity. Rewire your mornings, your language, your presence. Stop chasing cheap highs. Pursue discipline. Stop asking why it happened. Start asking how it serves you. That pivot, this is your rebirth. Not mystic, but calculated. In isolation, your weaknesses will try to resurface. Old ties will whisper. Past ghosts will knock. Doubts will disguise themselves as reason. This is your separation from the masses. You don't open the door. You don't breathe life into what already drowned. You construct in silence. You study in silence. You evolve alone, and when you return, you will not resemble who left. Men who emerge from solitude are either hollow or lethal. There is no middle ground. The needy come back, begging for validation. The disciplined return, needing nothing. That is your first lesson. Weak minds chase comfort. Strong minds demand control. When most get hurt, they seek distractions, fleeting highs, noise to drown out the silence. But comfort kills growth. That's exactly what the world wants, minds hooked on ease, never daring to rise. If you want to be unshakable, reprogram your brain's response to pain. Machiavelli would remind you, the highest power is control, but it starts with yourself. You've been conditioned to escape scrolling, blaming, numbing, anything to avoid the war inside. Yet the one who commands his own mind owns the world. While others cling to reassurance, you embrace discomfort. While they spiral, you plan. That's not cruelty. That's mastery. People will call you cold when you stop reacting on cue. Let them. They say that only because they can't control you anymore. Your silence unnerves them. Your indifference offends them. But you don't need their validation. You need your will, obeyed by your mind. That doesn't come from softness. Comes from staring into your worst thoughts without turning away. This is where the weak give in, but not you not anymore. If you're ready to shape a mind beyond weakness, beyond need, claim it now. My control is my vengeance. Fewer words, greater power. Second lesson, break emotion. Forge the edge. Pain never made you weak. Letting emotion overrule your reason did. The instant you surrendered your judgment to chaos, you became prey. Pain is inevitable. Its meaning is your choice. In power dynamics, whoever shapes meaning controls the board. Life will strike your body, but only if it breaks your mind or you're unprepared to begin. Most avoid this truth. They believe reacting emotionally makes them authentic. It doesn't. It makes them predictable. The world is watching you. If your triggers are obvious, you're already owned. They know how to provoke you, anger, sadness, craving approval, and every reaction confirms your chains. So what's the strategy? Become emotionally disciplined, not numb-precise. Feel the fire, but act only when it's calculated. Cry if you must, but in private. Speak less, but make every word cut. Never waste energy debating with those already decided against you. Why? Because your focus is your fortress. Only the worthy should have access. Machiavelli warned, better to be feared than adored. Love often softens you, blinds you. Fear makes people careful. They measure their steps. They respect you even without liking you. That's the edge you're carving, not brute strength, but a blade of psychology, control felt without shouting. So next time life throws its flame, don't recoil, don't snap, lock eyes with it. You've been broken before. This time, you break through. That's the line between who you were and who you'll be. If you're done letting chaos rule your mind, claim it now. I feel nothing. I move with accuracy. Burn that into your mind. You're not here to react. You're here to ascend. Lesson 3. Rewrite the narrative or stay shattered. Most remain broken because they accept the script life handed them. They wear pain as proof, hoping someone will finally see them. Strength is never granted through pity, it's seized through psychological war. Want to be untouchable? Then rewrite your story now. Erase every line that calls you a victim, every whisper that claims you were owed something. Life owes you nothing, but it will hand you power if you're ruthless enough to take it. Your trauma is not your identity. Your scars are not your truth. Stop romanticizing it. It was a season, a blow, a trial. End it. You are not here to repeat what broke you. You are here to reveal what it made you become. Let them remind you of your past. Fine. Just ensure that version no longer exists. That's narrative dominance, killing off the self that stayed weak. Machiavelli knew perception shapes more than reality. So when you speak, make your words cut. When you walk, carry silence as a blade. When they doubt, don't defend a liver. And when life strikes again, as it always will, you won't collapse. You'll measure, you'll adjust, you'll use it. A man trained in pain learns strategy like a second language. There will be nights your own mind turns predator. You'll question all of it. You'll want to vanish. In that moment, you choose. Fold or forge. Sink into frailty or construct your mental empire. You don't need more hope. You need discipline. The mind respects pressure, not pep talks. So carve this truth in your memory. You are not the damage. You are the weapon it built. Declare it. I buried the old me. I walk as the weapon. It now? Let the world scroll. You're building something no one will touch again. Lesson 4. End attachment. Forge inner dominance. Attachment is the quietest destroyer of mental strength. It looks harmless, warmth, loyalty, hope. But beneath, it turns steel into rope. You wait, you chase. You bend your standards to keep what was never yours to hold. That's the first crack in your armor, caring too deeply for what doesn't. Care for you. Machiavelli didn't rise by clinging. He rose by observing, calculating, and detaching when the hour demanded it. Want a mind unshaken by betrayal? Master this principle. Never attach your peace to external things. Not to people, not to outcomes, not even the version of yourself you imagine. Because the moment something controls your mood, it owns you. And a man owned is a man weakened. To become formidable, you must become emotionally sovereign. Stand still while chaos surrounds you. Let them wonder why you don't beg, why you don't twitch, why you don't collapse. That's when you know the shift is real. Your silence becomes heavy. Your absence feels louder than words. Your detachment becomes command. While the crowd panics, you stay precise. Not because you don't feel, because you no longer depend. Each time you step back, you reclaim strength. Each moment you stop explaining, you sharpen. Each time you don't react, you collect respect. Each walk away carves your legend. You were never here to be possessed. You were here to be witnessed. This isn't coldness, it's control. And in Machiavellian terms, control is the crown. They will accuse you selfish, distant, changed. Let them. You finally stopped bleeding for those who never checked your wounds. You stopped shrinking so others could stand taller. Now that you've chosen power over approval, those who thrived on your softness will try to rewrite history. They can't anymore, because you see it clearly, now sharp, distant, unshaken. You've confused attachment for loyalty for too long. Loyalty means nothing if it costs your loyalty to yourself. This is your pivot. You don't need closure. You don't need applause. You need clarity and the cold stillness to plan in silence. This is the discipline Machiavelli prized: to move unseen, to feel without surrendering, to cut without hesitation when duty calls. Train your mind to drop the weight. Release what drains, quiet what distracts. You're not here to please, you're here to position. And position begins with withdrawal. Build the fortress within, one no one can breach. Once you do, the world loses its leverage. They may talk, depart, deceive, betray, but they cannot break what they cannot enter. The more you detach, the more they notice. Not because you're gone, but because you stopped needing to be seen. Power doesn't beg. Power vanishes, and absence becomes the blade. That is your new strategy. Silent, cold, surgical.